Drake is seriously coming after Kendrick's tour money.
Alrighty, guys, welcome back. It's your boy EQ. And up next, we had DJ Akademiks claiming Drake is gearing up for the Iceman tour to come after Kendrick Lamar's global tour crown and his all-time highest-grossing rap tour record. And the goalpost moving on this is incredible. And I've been seeing this egregious narrative spinning a lot, honestly, with people trying to downplay the success of the GNX tour and its status as the highest grossing rap tour ever. With them going on to say that it shouldn't really count as much as that Drake tour because Drake got it by just touring North America. They failed to mention the fact that it took Drake over twice the amount of shows to get to his mark. The coach of the OVOites will grasp at any half-baked narrative to try to cope, even if it makes him look like a lost flock of dodo birds. And even if he took the pace that Drake pulled off on his record-breaking tour, it would take like 170 shows plus to reach the mark that Kendrick has now. And Kendrick still has another leg of this tour to go, which will obviously add to his total. So prepare for a 3-year Iceman tour, guys. The Iceman rollout has definitely been a dud, so that's definitely not going to do this tour any favors. A rollout's job is to create excitement for a project, and frankly, it's done the exact opposite to many of his own fans, with tons of them complaining and asking him to just drop the project already. Maybe this feat could have been possible 4 to 5 years ago, but even the biggest Drake fan has to understand and admit that Drake's reputation has definitely taken a hit, mostly due to his own doing. Will he attempt a stadium tour? Honestly, we'll see, but I definitely would expect a few major co-headliners to really give this record a shot.
And yes, it would be chess, because what it basically shows is that Drake, who is probably going to break the worldwide record, and I would imagine he's going to aim to break the worldwide record. Keep in mind, Kendrick
Very wishful thinking, Akademiks.
did not break his U.S. record in terms of 350. Kendrick broke the worldwide record for rappers.
Mind you, guys, when people are touting the record for any tours, they're not really pre-qualifying it by saying, yeah, the highest grossing North American rap tour ever. It's like someone saying the best-selling record on a Tuesday at 3 in the afternoon. And the only people that are doing that are the people fishing for accolades. Something that would be very on brand for Drake, honestly.
Right, so a consistent tour worldwide, Kendrick has the highest gross. In a tour consistent for North America, Drake has the record. I think Drake wants to beat the world record.
And if Kendrick Lamar would have done his whole tour in North America, the same amount of shows, he would have still beat the record. Kendrick Lamar was on a stadium tour, not an arena tour. And guess what? There's a lot more arenas out there than there are stadiums.
What's up, words? Your boy Charles Brown back again talking facts. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Keep sending those Cashapp to CLBMG. Join the membership. And are you buying that merch? Down below, gang. Listen. So, Drake is really plotting right now. He's coming after K-Dot's world record, which is tour money. He wants to beat it. I told you a few months ago that I felt that Kendrick was adding on shows so he can take out Drake's record, and he did. Kendrick is now the highest grossing hip-hop tour of all time, right? So what they're going to do is say, oh, with SZA, da-da-da. Doesn't matter. Drake had people on his tour too. So end of the day, we have to confirm this. Even if you want to say it's a collab tour, no matter how you want to slice it and dice it, Kendrick is part of the biggest hip-hop tour in history. And therefore, he won up Drake. But a lot of these Drake fans, and Akademiks included, will continue to tell you that Drake still holds the record for the most, the hip-hop tour, the biggest one in the United States, right? The biggest touring numbers in the United States. So they're clinging to that because I'm telling you, these records and these accolades are shrinking, gang, and they getting really small because your boy K-Dot is not doing a lot of talking. He's just strategically, right? They keep talking about Drake is playing chess. I don't know what kind of chess he's playing because he ain't even barely moving his pieces, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Kendrick all over the place, taking out every single solitary accolade and record that this boy got. So what we're seeing is a man silently, but it's silent but deadly. So now he's boxing Drake in. And now Drake feels that pressure. He haven't dropped the Iceman album, but he's planning to drop that and planning his tour. He fired his agent, right? Which to me, I don't know why you would. Let me just put it like this. The story was really huge that he fired Brent Smith, right, of Wasserman Music, who allegedly reps him and Kendrick. Well, it ain't like he just repped them two. He reps a whole bunch of artists, gang. This guy does this for a living. He's not going to sabotage anybody. He gets paid for both of you to be successful. It's just showing how dumb and petty that Drake has become. He's He can't trust nobody, gang. He's backing himself into a corner. He's backing himself into a shell. He's backing himself into a freezer, right? The Iceman in the freezer dancing by himself. I told you that 100 times. This guy don't trust nobody. He's writing his own raps, right? This is why shit taking so long. And this is why the album taking too long to get done. He writing his own raps. He ain't got nobody over there. He ain't got nobody over there in the corner writing a rap for him. So they got to sit down, like they say. We've seen Drake in parties with his headphones on, writing while everybody else is partying. That boy is focused. Well, it's taking a long time, but now you're talking about Iceman episode 4. I ain't never seen nobody need 4 episodes to drop one album. He's claiming this is going to be his best work. Keep it. We don't want it. It'd probably be worse than the 3 we already seen. Nobody's jacking the first 3. We're going to make a 4th one. What we talking about, right? It's called Trilogy, gang. Just leave it at that. End of the day, he fired Brent Smith, he works with Ed Sheeran, Imagine Dragons. He don't just work with Kendrick. So to fire a man who's been doing a good job, right? He's a big name in this business. He doesn't do this for free. He doesn't do this to sabotage anybody, right? He would love to make your tour bigger than Kendrick's. He has no dog in the fight. I don't know why you would feel like he's a threat, but for some reason, Drake scarily, shakily, like the cowardly dog, he fired this guy, right? Whatever you're going to say. There's always something behind the scenes. Charles, you guys don't know what's going on behind the scenes. You don't know what Lucian Grange, you don't know what Brent Smith, you don't know. It's never that this dude's just scary, right? It's always something that you don't have access to. Charles, you don't know what you're talking about. Drake did this, Drake did that. Drake paid back his $400 million loan, right? It's always everything that he says and does, right? Like your boy Maul said, it's over when he says it's over. Is the lawsuit over, Martin? It's only over when Drake says it's over. They believe that this guy has the answers to everything, but it's clear to anybody that's really in the real world paying attention, your boy has no answers for nothing. He's doing a rollout where he's still testing songs in real time. He hasn't booked any place for this tour yet, right? I don't know what's going on with half the things this guy got popping. Right? He dropped that album. He's against the Grammys, but all of a sudden his name pops up with Party Next Door for a Grammy, right? They got one of them. They put in for like 5 or 6. They got one, right? What is it? Somebody That Loved Me, I believe they got nominated for Melodic Record of the Year. So they got one in there, right? But at the end of the day, he's supposedly not with that. He's banning them because he don't believe in that. So it's all over the place. He's not standing on nothing. We don't know where this guy's going. But he fired his agent because he's about to do something big. This is when you think that somebody going to do something against your best interest. So you want to move to another agency, this, that, and the third. Why you think he would sabotage you? I have no idea. But he's gearing up for this tour because he knows it's a lot on the line. Just like with this record, it's a lot on the line. Because if that record comes out after all this hype, after all this, they've been pumping this guy so crazy on Twitter, gang. I don't know how much money going out, gang. I'm just going to go. It has to be millions at this point of them because it's nonstop on Twitter. I wouldn't even be surprised if Elon Musk get in the bag because I open my Twitter. It is crazy. It is crazy how much Drake rhetoric it is every single day. Even if you're a fan, you're not going to post every single day, all day, 24 hours. So it is a massive amount of money being pushed out for this Drake content. So even with that, he still is not guaranteed to move the needle with this record. Nothing is guaranteed in this world. He's going to need to be one. He's going to need to be dissing. He's going to need to pull a trigger on something against Kendrick, a whole record, and then it's going to get everybody to run over there and listen to it. If he doesn't do that, this record going to struggle. I'm just going to be honest. I know you guys like to think Drake is Superman and everybody wants to hear what Drake is popping and talking about. I don't think it's going to be like that, gang. I don't think it, especially if you don't drop a video with it, First week, it better have a video, better have a release date, solid lock-in, midnight, better have Nicki Minaj and Lil Wayne on that bitch. Like, he got a lot of work to do, gang. I'm just going to be honest. So, no, that record is not going to pop without a few gimmicks and tricks. He messed around and do the damn Jay-Z thing, put the album on all the Nokias, 1 million Nokias or some shit like that, right? So, which don't exist no more. You might have to do some damn random ass phone, Google phone, and put his album on there. That'll be $1 million out the gate, right? End of the day, we're looking at a guy now. He realized he just lost that biggest hip hop title that he wanted, right? Kendrick got him. Kendrick is doing stadiums, gang. Drake owns that record for the U.S. tour, but he did like 30 more shows than Kendrick. Gang. This guy was slaving. He was slaving off them shows, gang. Kendrick did less than half of that and got that. So, end of the day, I don't know if he's going to try to do stadiums. He might, but I doubt that very seriously. Let's just be honest. I know this narrative was a few months ago that Drake could do stadiums if he wanted to. He just don't like the acoustics, right? He cares about his fans. Like, these fans say some of the most daft stuff. He sold out in one city, was his own city. No, he didn't play his own city. He did somewhere, and he did 5 nights in a row in an arena. And one of the Drake stand pages like, he did 5 nights in one arena. Are you dumb to think he couldn't sell out a stadium? Well, there's a lot of caveats with that. For one, maybe he did do 5 nights. We don't know what year that. I don't know what year that was. I don't know what was popping when he did that. I don't know how many seats sold out all 5 nights. I don't know if it did sell out all 5 nights. I don't know who was on the ticket with him. We don't know none of that. We don't know none of that. So, end of the day, that is not enough to do a full stadium tour of 25 stadiums, gang. It's 2 different things. So I hear you, and his stock is down. I don't know if these Drake fans know the stock is down. I know you like to believe that it ain't, because on Twitter all day they're telling you that his stock is up and his streams are up. Well, streams, a lot of these rappers can tell you, streams do not equate to people in the building. Okay? Streaming numbers, this is why they do festivals with 30, 40 acts on them, because streams do not equate to bodies in the building. I don't know if y'all know that. I used to do open mics, a lot of shows with headliners and non-headliners, and open mics with regular locals, and you got to put 30, 40 acts on a bill. 5, 6 of the acts not going to show up night of. You're going to get a whole bunch of people in the building, but most of them going to be rappers. So that's how it is. You put a whole lot of people on the show and hope people come see them. So that's what's going on. It ain't just because you got a lot of streams. You got a lot of monthly listeners that they're going to come and pay $40 to see you. So that's why they put a lot of people. So we don't know who's going to be on the ticket with him. He's going to need to do something, right? And I know we all know he can't bring Nicki nowhere. So there ain't going to be no Drake and Nicki tour like y'all keep talking about. That's not going to happen, right? Nicki got her own set of problems she got going on right now. She ain't going on nobody's tour, okay? So at the end of the day, what he's trying to do is cook up something that's going to really be conducive to what he's trying to do. I don't think a whole album of new music. This is what you got to understand. If you're doing an album, you just drop new music. You haven't dropped yet. You know what I mean? You got to drop that in conjunction with the tour. He hasn't dropped that. He don't have no plans. We don't know when it's dropping. So all of that, they got to know your songs when you hit that road. They got to know what you're doing. People already knew GNX by the time he came to your city, you knew every word. It had already been out for a while. So you got to be able to get people used to your new music and want to come out. Right? Well, half of these, if you're doing stadiums, it takes you 30 minutes to walk from your car to stadium. So you got to make people want to do all that. All that shit, you got to consider all that. So if he doesn't have good enough music, yeah, he got fans. He got fans every goddamn way. Nigga been rapping for damn near, you know what I'm saying? Forever. So he got fans. So people are going to come. But how many going to come and how much are they going to pay? All of that's important, right? Now, Beyonce tours all the time. People expect this, expect that. And some of her shows they was having trouble with because she toured so much, they figured it out, right? But at the end of the day, with things being so shifty, Drake can't throw his shit up on Groupon, right? He can't throw his shit up on discount because that's going to be the first thing they say. You don't want to hear that. So in this climate, you got to figure it out. Are you going to do a world tour or are you going to do just some North America again? I don't think he's going to play well in North America. I think he's gonna do shows and he's gonna do his thing, but he's not gonna do GNX numbers. I promise you that. That's a fact. Because it's gonna take a lot of regular average people to go in there off of hype. A lot of them people went to GNX show off hype. A lot of people were caught up in the battle, this and the third. They found Kendrick because of the battle. They liked the music. They liked the album. I'll go see that guy, right? I don't know if Drake gonna have that same. They're not gonna afford him the same conditions. It's not gonna be the same situation with him, right? Because he didn't win the battle. And his name is mud right now. So it's going to be different for people to go out and pay to see him. Spending $300, $400 a night on one night to go see this guy. Yes, people will do it. I promise you. He's going to pack it out. But can he do 30, 40 shows that he's going to need to break Kendrick's record? That's the difference. Can he do those shows and make it where you want to come back and see him? Kendrick has put on a whole show. He had a whole show. Him and SZA had a whole show. I don't know if Drake got a show strong enough for this. Now, I know you're going to say, well, Drake did this. What's the last show when he did that wireless, whatever he did out there? And where was it? I don't know. I don't even remember where it was at. But at the end of the day, he did it, right? And the last show had all kind of problems, stuff, and people's sets got cut. It was a shit show. It was a shit show. So this ain't the same. Kendrick shit runs tight, smooth, every night, bang, bang, bang. You don't hear about no whole lot of nonsense. Right? They had the one show that got canceled. What was that? The Brazil show, I think it was, maybe the Brazil show, that show got canceled because of the venue. The venue wasn't safe. I don't know why they booked it in the first place. The venue wasn't safe. The tickets were sold out. Everybody was outside waiting, and they canceled the show right before the curtain's supposed to go up. So that's different. But you ain't hear about his show messing up this, that, and the third, or the mics wasn't work. You don't hear a lot of nonsense about these shows with Kendrick. Now, Drake, I don't know if Drake is focused enough. This dude, every day, he got something going on Instagram. He's doing something. He trying to throw shots, little subtle shit. Every day he's thinking about like trolling, gang. So I don't know how well you're gonna do a tour when you're online trolling every day. You hitting up Akademiks. You know what I mean? You're always posting some pictures with puckering your lips out. Like, I don't know if this is gonna work the same. I don't know if you focus enough, gang. Akademiks is begging when he talking. He said, let my boy live in peace. No live streams, no collabs, no whatever right now. No random distractions. We don't want no things trying to jump out. Let my boy cook, and whenever he done chefing, we going to have a good time. We're about to go through one of those again. I like it. He begging people to let this man stay focused. Who has to do that for anybody else? He's begging people, please, get out the way. Let him be focused. If the boy don't want to be focused, he will not be. I don't care if everybody stop calling. If he don't want to be focused, he going to find out a way. He going to be sending those you up texts like he did Akademiks. So what's going on is, let me read this and have a conversation. Drake allegedly plans new beef with Kendrick Lamar with this Iceman tour, right? This is an article by Houston Williams. I believe this was on All Hip Hop, if I'm not mistaken. Drake is reportedly plotting a worldwide comeback as Iceman nears its release. He and Kendrick Lamar are once again on a collision course since Drake reportedly has it in his mind that he needs revenge. The Toronto megastar gears up for his 9th solo album. It's crazy that Drake has 9 studio albums. Your boy been in the game for a minute, gang. I'm just going to be honest. Let me continue. According to DJ Akademiks, a massive 2026 global run intended to challenge the record books. Akademiks raised eyebrows during a recent stream when he claimed Drake wants to topple Kendrick's worldwide touring crown. Weird. First of all, he's got to contend with Travis Scott already doing that. Travis Scott do numbers, gang. Surprisingly, they let him back out here in these streets. They let him back on stage after what he's done and after what he's accused of doing. They still let him back out here, and he's doing numbers, gang. People love this guy, so you got to beat him to the punch because I think he's trying to take it, Drake. So you got to beat him and Kendrick. Let me continue. Kendrick currently holds the highest grossing hip-hop tour ever with his grand national trek. But I believe old boy should read all hip-hop more. Drake still holds the title for the biggest touring numbers in the United States per act. Akademiks believes Drake is ready to chase the global title once and for all. Quote, I think Drake wants to beat the world record going into next year. I think he's saying, yo, I don't want an agent really, but if I'm going to have any agent, my agent's not going to rep my F that. So Akademiks is talking about the Brent Smith situation where Drake allegedly fired his agent. Now, these guys are so corny that everybody's an op. Kendrick has nothing to do with your tour. And that agent will have nothing to do with Kendrick when he's working on your tour. He has a whole staff of people. This homeboy ain't even going to be involved, honestly. He's going to make calls and that's it, and then hand it off to his staff. But they're saying that Akademiks try to spin this wild narrative that, oh, yeah, he may have, this is insider information. He may have used statistics from where Drake has done well to get Kendrick the deals that he got him. It makes no sense because Drake has never done a stadium tour. So why would any data of Drake's be? He's never done these locations. The locations that Kendrick's done, Drake has never done most of them, right? So how would he use data from Drake's where he done well, where he polled well, or whatever you want to call it, how would that make any sense to use that where Drake ain't been to these places that Kendrick is touring and selling out? So it don't make no sense, but you got to understand, Akademiks, he going to try to flip and bounce anything and try to make it bigger than it is because their whole mission in life is to continue to make Drake seem and appear to be bigger than any and everybody. It ain't working no more. Real people are realizing what it is all fake, it's all a scam, right? It's going to Google and we're done with it. All right, listen, man, let me know what you think in the comments, man. I don't see Drake beating it, but if he sat there, does 80 shows, right, or some Michael Jackson shit, does 55, 60 shows, and then goes and does 30 more, then he might break it. But I think that that would be really, really silly to try to do at this point, because it just you just get back focused on the music. You ain't even drop an album for people to say this guy's good or not good anymore. Now imagine, let's just say this, and Akademiks is so giddy gumdrops about this Iceman album, gang. I'm gonna tell you the worst thing that could happen. If this nigga, if he drops this Iceman album and it's trash, if the consensus is 80-20 that this thing is weak, you're not gonna be able to really tour off that. I'm going to be honest. Yeah, you're going to tour. Your diehard's going to come out, but you need music that's popping. Kendrick toured, and guess what was out? Luther, right? Not Like Us is out. There was a lot of big records, TV Off, huge monster records on the charts. If he drops Iceman and it's all his flimsy shit like he did last February when he dropped some sexy songs for you, and they were struggling just to get What Did I Miss? They took forever to get that. Then they had to figure out, what did I miss? Just miss. So what's next? Which one? Okay, F it. Let's try that one. Right? They did a whole lot of pushing and shoving trying to get them records. Them people were streaming them songs night and day. Right? Rodney, Roger, the robot man was doing a lot of streaming. So listen, you ain't gonna have time to do all that. If you plan this tour, you drop that album, and the album it just pretty much flop, you're gonna be in trouble, gang. And I'm gonna leave it at that. CLBMG. Head on over to black-yeti.com. Let them know who sent you. They ship all over the continental U.S. Also, every Wednesday night, me, TJ, and Fliz, we go live on The What Show. All 8 of my social media platforms, 9:15, tap in. Also, we got a new video. It's called This, That. Me, TJ, and Fliz is on my channel. Scroll back a few videos. Check it out. Hit that like button. Share it. Let me know what you think, gang. Hip-hop is back. All right, I'm out of here, man. Oh, also, are you buying that merch? Down below. I'm going to catch y'all on that flip side. Peace.
Look, mission impossible to drop a few lines without dropping old times when Southern Hill was still a gold mine. When pistol grips was my shit and I sold mine. When Alias was not a show and they told mine. Elevate your mind with high quality THC infused products. BlackYeti.com. Black-Yeti.com.
CLB.
Get my coat, get my sheepskin, grab my wallet, get my pocket knife, and get that hat right there. We out. Grab my pocket knife too. Let's go. When I first came to the city, niggas didn't believe me. I just wanted to join a team and throw assist pass easily. 6 man off the bench, alley-oop pass freely. Suit up for one game and hope a scout might see me. But nah, niggas is greedy, wasn't rocking with him. Unplugged the scoreboard, put a lock on the gym. Told me to power forward, point guard at the rim. And left me with no center and a ball full of phlegm. Not knowing that I'm a dog, a Rottweiler within. With the heart of a pit bull that don't bark for pretend. My bites cut deep, break the bone and the skin. With the level of hustlenomics you do not comprehend. So first I took a block down on the west side end, and then secured a spot with some goons and some kin. And then sent out some flyers, let the games begin. And in 6 months time, the city like that's him. Oh yeah, he the one that moved the hustle to the burbs. And yeah, he the one that knocked the hustlers off the curb. And yeah, he the one that set up shop without a word. And he the one that got it cracking, and all he did was rapping by the Hooters. I kept killers from being shooters. Put a mic in a thug's hand, now he loyal like Pats fans. Take a man off the streets past the needles and crack cans. Promise mama to keep him safe, then put some food in his face and he'll kill for you. But I don't need him for that. Click like, click share, tell them bitches we back. Share the whole location, tell them niggas where we at. Cause we out here, we ain't the cheese, we the trap.